Okay, I'm trying to get this set up to make sure that you all can hear and see me. Let's see. I have to play with my screen for a second and see what's going on. Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay. Well, tonight I'm going to talk about how to create a profitable teacher paid teacher store. I began teacher paid teacher, I want to say in full force 2014. And I started real meager. It wasn't anything that I was going to go full force with, but as time went on, it grew into something totally different. So a lot of people do ask about how you get started, what can you do with teacher paid teacher, and how do you make products. So I'm going to go over some, I guess you can say, frequently asked questions tonight via my PowerPoint. And if you have any questions, feel free to chime in and ask. So let me get my screen share up and going. Okay. So my name is Michelle Williams, and I am known as the IgnitED teacher. And a lot of people ask me how that came about. As I was going through the branding process for my business, IgnitED, my name is Michelle Williams, which is very common. And there's so many issues with my name. And even when you search, when you have a pop star and an actress named Michelle Williams in the Google search, I'm not going to be very high on the list. So we decided to use the IgnitED teacher instead to help out with search engines finding myself and my IgnitED brand. So the first thing that we're going to talk about tonight is how to get started with teacher paid teacher. Now, when you begin with teacher paid teacher, you start with setting up your store and setting up your store profile. When I first began with teacher paid teacher, my business was not IgnitED. It started out as creative educational concepts. But when I decided to actually officially brand my business, we decided to change it from creative educational concepts because the name was too long. So a lady named Ashley Northington and her graphic designer went through a series of questions and IgnitED was born. So creative educational concepts, I started with that. So that's how IgnitED came about. So when you're setting up your account store profile, you need to really think through or really have thought through what you're going to, who are you going to target? Because all of these things on here, especially where it says grades, subject areas, who you're going to target, what subject areas. I do English language arts, math, and science because I do a combination of STEM products. On the English language arts end, I create products for first and second grade teachers because a lot of people know me as the math teacher. However, they don't really understand that I started out teaching first and second graders. So I did start out as an ELA teacher, and then in 2006, I started teaching math, and I've taught math for the last 10 years. So, and this is just a profile of your experience, your teaching style. My teaching style is very concrete to abstract. So a lot of my lessons are engaging, and they're not for your quote unquote, your worksheet teachers, because we know that they do exist. And your worksheet teachers are not going to be the ones by my lessons, because my lessons take not a lot of prep time, but some prep time to create or use my lessons. So I won't have a lot of teachers who use worksheets do a lot of, purchase a lot of my lessons, because it takes a little bit more time. And then talk about your history, and these things don't have to be long drawn out. Just a little bit about me. I'm not really one with a lot of words, so mine is just really straightforward and to the point. So the second question is, who are you selling to? Now, I decided when I really got serious about branding and selling products, I had to create a mission. And even though you may not have an official mission, you really have to know who you're targeting. So this is the mission statement from my my website, which is fuelgreatminds.com. And it says that my mission is to provide a support system for urban teachers. And this came about because of my experience when I was teaching in Louisiana. Louisiana, they really, I'm not going to say I'm trying to stay away from the negativity, but a lot of their teachers lack quality professional development. And I saw that as an issue. And coming from Texas, where we, HISD and other school districts provided us with so much professional development and training, it was really heartbreaking to see teachers using outdated strategies, not keeping up with the trends in education, and really just not investing in themselves by keeping their tools sharpened and finding other tools to work with the children. A lot of the kids in Louisiana were struggling students, so that's where this came from. It tells a little bit about my story, and this is what basically made me realize who I was targeting, because I worked with new teachers in Louisiana, and the new teachers were struggling because they really did not have a support system. Then they were working in your high needs students. So my target audience are teachers who are new to the profession, teachers that need content, and these may be your new teachers or experienced teachers, and teachers who are basically working in urban settings or that are teaching special ed children. My son, he was one that had an IEP in math, which I'm sure most people are like, you teach math? Yeah, well, he was not a great math student, but he was an excellent ELA student. And he struggled in math. So that was part of the reason why my target audience was to help teachers, because a lot of his teachers did not know how to help him. So you have to really define, who are you targeting? Why are you targeting this group? And that will help you decide on what products that you're going to create. For example, when my products on my website, they are only really used for not your high achievers. My products are they're scaffolded. They have differentiation tips for teachers, and they're very detailed, and they come in a lesson plan format. I don't really do the whole worksheet thing. A lot of my lessons, well, all of my lessons, they have worksheets that go with them, but that's the last thing in the product. Have to sit down and define who are you selling to, and those teachers that you're selling to are the ones that are going to buy your product. So that's your target audience. You have to figure that out. I know there are some teachers on Teacher Pay Teachers, and they kick out lessons and products like there's no tomorrow. They'll have 1, 2, 3 every week. Well, I don't work like that. I take the idea of quality versus quantity, and I go with that. So I have about 90 products in my store, and I don't really produce products. I produce them as needed. And also in my store, I produce them when I feel like there's a need or my kids are struggling with something and I know that other teachers are going to struggle with, which that may not be the case for you. You may create products because your target audience may be AP students and teachers that teach AP students. So it just depends on who you're selling to. Next one is, what products will you sell? Well, this is a question that a lot of teachers that, you know, I work with, or if they're interested in starting with Teacher Pay Teacher, they ask me about, well, what do you sell? Well, these are 3 different products. This Making It 10, I did that about a year ago because I've only been on Teacher Pay Teachers, I think going on 3 years. I think this is my 3rd year, full year. And well, I'm going into my 3rd year. This was something that I created when I was teaching 1st grade, when I first came back to Houston. So it's been the end of 2014. So as you can see, the cover is not that great. And then this was Jack and the Beanstalk. I also created that one as well when I was teaching 1st grade, when I first moved back to Houston. Well, the one on the end, Day of the Dead, this is one of my more current products. And as you can see, they both all look different. The first 2, it evolved over time. And I think this last one shows where I am as far as creating products. And most of my products look like this. Now, what products you sell is based on your target audience. So I sell a lot of products that are geared towards, because I teach math. I'd sell products or lessons that range from 1st grade to 5th grade. Some of them are 6th and 7th grade skills, depending on where they are. They are a lot of the difficult areas that students struggle with, like Day of the Dead, adding fractions with unlike denominators. That's a skill that most students struggle with. So I created that product to help teachers use it as an application with adding fractions and unlike denominators. And Jack and the Beanstalk, I created that one because a lot of the 1st and 2nd grade teachers are teaching these fairy tales, and there's really not any rigor with it. The kids know the stories, and I wanted to add it and boost the rigor and the thought process of it. And Making It 10 is a product that a lot of the 1st and 2nd grade teachers are having a lot of difficulty with transitioning their children from counting on or counting all to actually Making a 10. So these are the products, some of the products that I sell based on the need. some of your products will sell well, some of them don't sell well, like Jack and the Beanstalk. It's not great. I've sold some of them, but it's out there for teachers who need it. So this is a huge question that I get often. It's how are the products and covers created? Now, these products are I can use PowerPoint. I mean, I use Publisher, and Publisher is easy for me because I can create from just using text boxes. If you look right here where it is Day of the Dead, all that is it's word art. And the one thing that I like about Publisher is that it's easy and it's user friendly. Now, a lot of the teachers on Teacher Pay Teacher, they use PowerPoint, and there are some YouTube videos. If you just Google how to make a product for Teacher Pay Teacher, they will come up, and there are some good ones out there, but I just stick with Publisher. If you notice on my cover, the white part is just a rectangle that has been enlarged and created a white background. These are actual pictures. You can take screenshots of the pictures, crop them, and put them on the cover. And like I said, this right here, grades 5 and 6, all this is a circle with some text boxes. And the clip art, you can get any clip, you can find any clip artist on Teacher Pay Teacher. They really have some good ones. I found this lady by just searching, and she has some really good clip art. Clip art, it depends on what you're looking for. The products, they don't have to be long. It depends on who your audience that you're targeting. I know with high school, you're not going to have a lot of clip art. You're going to have something that is appealing. However, it may not have as much clip art as an elementary product. Also, your products, if you're going to sell them, there is sell on Teacher Pay Teacher. There is a pricing guide on Teacher Pay Teacher. I normally sell my products for 25 cents a page. A lot of people say don't include the cover as in the price. I actually include the cover because that's where my clip art is. And the bulk of your overhead for products is your clip art. So like for Day of the Dead, the clip art costs me, I want to say, a total of $13. So this product was priced at, I think, about $4. And depending, I think it was like 20 something pages. So at 25 cents a page. And I don't count the last page because the last page is just inviting them to basically follow my blog and giving them some other products that they may like. But this is what I use in Publisher. Also, it makes it easy. If I want to create another product with this same cover, all I have to do is go back in and delete these text boxes, and they will be they will delete them. Also, when you're creating products, try to be authentic. Try to be very authentic, because a lot of these pictures, I take pictures of my students' work using the product, because a lot of the teachers on Teacher Pay Teacher, and I hate to say this and I'm not trying to be negative, is that a lot of the teachers push a lot of things that they say that they're doing in their classroom and they're actually not. So when the teacher actually buys the product, the teacher has all these pitfalls and it's not doable in the classroom. So the products that I create, I don't put them out until I have worked out all of the kinks and the children have actually experimented with the product. So when I create the lesson plan and the guide, I can tell the teachers, well, here's some issues that you may come in contact with. Watch out for this. These are some things that you can add. So the lessons are tailored and actually something that has been used in the classroom. So how will you market your products? Now, I have to be honest. I'm not the greatest marketer. And marketing is a full-time job and then some, because you have to market your products on multiple platforms. So the first area that I market my products on is my blog. Now, I know a lot of people are probably saying, well, do I have to create a blog? It's not a requirement, but it's highly recommended, because you're giving your target audience a place to go read about your product, how it works, and actually it's a marketing tool. It's called content marketing. You're taking your product and immersing it into content. So it makes it easier, and the teachers don't feel like they're being sold to, because I hate it. Because when I teach, when people are sending me advertisements, I want to see some content with it. I just don't want to see the product and what you say it does. I want you to write about it. So blogs are a great marketing tool. They add the content and it adds value to your product. The next way is Pinterest. Pinterest is my highest social media platform, and it's the highest referral of my products and my blogs. As you can see right here, I have the IgnitED Teacher, I have my dollar deals, and I have Fuel Great Mind and Urban Ed Chat, which if you're on Twitter, you know that I have my Urban Ed Chat Twitter chats on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But Pinterest is a huge marketing tool. A lot of teachers use Pinterest for various reasons. A lot of people use Pinterest for various reasons, and it's very resourceful and it's easy. Now, a lot of people will not believe it, but I did some research on which platform is the best, and actually for teachers, because they're our audience, they are internet users. So I know a lot of people say, well, Facebook, you know, I get a lot of stuff off of Facebook, and I found that Facebook is great for business, but teachers, when we generally, and you can think about it yourself, generally when we're looking for stuff, we go to Google and we put it in a search engine. So the last one that's very profitable for me, and I get a lot of hits from, is Google Plus. And I know a lot of people say, well, Google Plus is not better than Facebook. But for teachers, when you create a post in Google Plus will create a link in Google search engine. So when teachers are typing, yours is going to come up. So Google Plus has been a great tool for me. I think it basically doubles. I have double the number of referrals that I get from search engines than I get from Pinterest, Facebook, and the rest of them. Also with Facebook has monopolized their marketing, and what they do is make you pay for boosting posts. And if you don't pay to boost your post or run an ad, Facebook, you may get 1/3, or let me make that smaller, 1/8 of the people on your Facebook page will see your post. For example, if, like, there's a teacher, the Math Coach's Corner, and I watch people's pages. So she has 53,000 people on her Facebook page. But here's the thing. When she puts a post on her Facebook page, she only gets like 34 likes. And that says to me that nobody's really getting her post, although it looks great that she has 53,000 people. But how many people are really getting those posts across their timeline? It's not very many, because if they were, she would have more likes and more shares. So those are some things to think about. Also, Twitter, I have been kind of flirting with Twitter. Twitter and I have a love-hate relationship. But I have started to use Twitter as one of my marketing platforms, and it has been productive. To me, Twitter is more like your professional elite people, like your superintendents and all of those people that you never see on your day-to-day basis when you're at work. They're on Twitter. And it's easy to get things out with Twitter, because when you tweet, even though someone may not retweet your tweet, they still see it. And you notice that when you're on your Twitter page, you can see how many impressions. Impressions mean that how many people who have actually laid eyes on that actual tweet. And Twitter is an effective tool to market your products. One thing that I will definitely advise against is shoving your products down people's throats. Now, I've been with Teacher Pay Teacher, like I said, I'm going into my 3rd year. I have evolved. When I first started out, I was doing all of the marketing for my products. However, with sales and consistent sales, I've been able to purchase like Hootsuite and Viral Tag for Pinterest to schedule my products to be posted. I really like Viral Tag. Viral Tag is it's a marketing tool for like Instagram and Pinterest, and it's very good because I know some people are saying, well, how is she posting while she's at work? Well, I'm not posting. They are scheduled through like Viral Tag. Like for my Urban Ed Chat post, I have scheduled them for a whole year, and I don't have to worry about going in and scheduling those. So it feels really good when you're at work and you have that Teacher Pay Teacher app and it goes off, and you're making money on Teacher Pay Teacher and you're making money at work. So it really helps when you have a very good marketing plan in place. One of the things I can caution against you when you start out with Teacher Pay Teacher, please don't jump in feet first. Remember the hare and the tortoise. If you go too fast, your store will go flat eventually. And you want to create customers that are that continue to buy from your store. For example, I have if you go into your Teacher Pay Teacher account, you can see who's buying your products, and I have teachers that come back. So you want loyal customers. You don't want that teacher that's, oh, I need something today, and they eventually are like, oh, I don't need them anymore. The customers that I target and market to are the customers who are going to be loyal to my products. They're going to be loyal to my brand, because I create quality products that you can use over time, over and over again, because they have been proven, and I've worked out all the kinks for the teachers in the classroom. So just keep that in mind, and just don't create and market products just the heck of to say, oh, I need to make some money, but you really want to build a following. Also, if you have move on and you have a website already, You want to build your email list. I have about 1,100 people on my email list, and I have to be honest with you, I'm not good with it. I have gotten better. With my email list, I send out updates every other week. My blog post, I don't blog every week, I blog every other week, so it's that my content marketing comes out every other week. So I don't overdo it because, as you know, we are teachers and we teach, and we also have businesses on the side. So don't burn yourself out trying to market your products day and night. So this is me. If you find me on fuelgreatminds.com, you'll see that this is my brand. I am the IgnitED teacher, and my brand is IgnitED. We help teachers teach, and I provide custom lesson plans, and I try to help teachers become better teachers to keep their skill set sharpened, as well as teaching them how to educate our most vulnerable students. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments sections below, and I will definitely get back to you all. So thank you all for listening, and have a great evening.